What's up?
Welcome, Super Squad D, to Near Mint Condition, where the D stands for determination, right?
That's right.
Because I've canceled twice on this, and that's not me. And Tyler's such a flexible dude. He can do the splits. He was like,
I don't like to brag, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty impressive. The truth is, I would never reschedule for Omar, but for you, I'll reschedule 1,000 times. Like
So probably the 23 people that are watching already know Tyler from Super Squad D. But in case you're watching this, after the fact, Super Squad D, what's your channel about?
Yeah, so we talk about toys and comic books, mostly those two things, and it's just kind of a free-for-all. We do live streams, giveaways. We just get crazy over there. I mean, it's pretty nonsensical. It's pretty wild, but we have a great time. So, if you're into those types of things, hit it up.
You got 50,000 views on your first TikTok.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I guess I'm a talker now. I don't even know a ticker. Am I a tick? I don't know what. I don't know what you call TikTokers, but
you're a ticker.
Yeah,
you're a talker.
I'm a talker. I guess I'm a talker.
What a weird couple! Can't wait for the stream. So I guess that's good.
That's a good thing. No, being weird is a good thing. Nobody wants to be normal. No one ever comes home and tells their significant other, like, man, I was at the DMV today, and I saw the normalest person. They were just so normal. They were just checking people through the line. Like, I couldn't even tell you what their facial features were like because they were so normal. No, everyone's like, I saw the weirdest dude at the DMV. He had a janky tooth, and he was missing an eyeball, and he had a peg leg.
That would be cool. When I taught high school, it was like my second year or so. I came back from being absent one day. I came back to work the next day, and there was a box under a table, and somebody had written, Miss Given is weird. my maiden name, and I was like, okay. And I've been used that more than once. I remember at one time I just called the kid out in class. I was like, well, it's better than being bored. Are you bored? No.
That's so awesome. Oh boy.
Not my favorite, but boy, howdy did I enjoy it. And
it's so good. I see some people in the chat that I recognize. Yeah, Evan, what's up?
You got the explanation video needed and a whole live stream dedicated to stories in the Omni I'm about to buy. Oh, sweet. What are you drinking?
Dr. Pepper 010. Dr. Pepper 010 cream soda.
That branding makes it look like a coffee. Like an
energy drink. It doesn't taste like it, but it makes me feel good about myself. I usually drink about 4 or 5 Dr. Peppers a day, so I try to mix in a sugar-free one, just to make myself feel good, like I'm healthy.
James Abel is singing. Because Spiderman hashtag Spring of Spiderman. I didn't kill Omar. He's upstairs editing.
There was a lot of questions about about your safety on the stream that Omar and I were a part of this past Saturday night. Omar kept saying he killed you. We were like, dude, stop saying that.
He did not say that. I watched it. I listened to it. Baby.
Oh my goodness.
I would be mad if he actually woke me up. Hey, being normal is for suckers. Weird is great. Tyler, some mainline sugar again, I see.
Stan is one of my best friends, and I kind of do charity work to play with him in a game called Siege because he's not very good at it. So I try to help him play, and get better at it. So
I don't believe you. That's charity work. I don't even know what you talk about, but I don't believe you. Thanks, Lionheart. Hey, Mel, the Daredevil HD that you did a review came in today with a big haul. Thank you for the review. Yes. Oh, you're in for a treat. You're not going to finish reading until you're done. In fact, I'm going to
That's awesome.
The top 10 my unique Spider-Man moments.
Ooh.
And one of them is from Daredevil. It's just a panel. I don't care. I'm putting it in the list.
That's awesome. That's so great. I love everything about that.
Maybe I could put on the thumbnail like most unique. Right? Like, perfect. And I just need one more. So I got to look through the stories again. It's got to be what speaks to me. I need another one.
Word up.
So, unnecessary Omar taking a nap. You. Thank you, BJ Kicks, showing some love. His kindness makes the world go round. Thank you.
Y'all, BJ Kicks has a great YouTube channel. You should check out his YouTube channel. It's dope. He does some great stuff over there.
What's he do?
We got comics. Yeah, he's up on the comics. He's a comics up and comer, and he's got it going on. I like his stuff quite a bit.
I'll have to check you out then. Ryan said he bought it too. Sugar Man.
It's like he was summoned. Like someone said sugar, and then here he came.
That's true. Oh my gosh. That's weird. New Spooey channel. It's the best line of all things. I'm just having fun saying hi to everybody. Maybe in another 10 minutes we'll start talking about it.
Right.
The two prettiest people on the internet, not including MCU cast members on Instagram.
I mean, that's fair. Like that's the best compliment I think I've ever gotten. Right there. That's it. Like, because there's some pretty people in the MCU. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I seen Chris Hemsworth. I know what's up.
Yeah.
Dude, he's chiseled. He's chiseled.
Oh wait, Willem Dafoe's not part of the MCU. That's my guy.
From the original Spider-Man reference. Hashtag Spring of Spider-Man. Let's go.
Yes. Good. D-Rock's gonna check out your channel later. And BJ Kicks is like Super Squad D, but with 0 explosions. And Omar's upstairs.
That's so funny.
In fact, I invited Jess on.
That's true.
He didn't know he hasn't read Stern, so I was like, I'll just replace Omar. And
which Jess is pretty. That's pretty shameful for Jess to not have read Roger Stern's Spider-Man. I mean, I would never shame anybody for their reading choices, but Jess, come on, that's just uncool.
He is older than me, and if I finally got to it, no. But
I was going to say, I love your hoodie. I was saying this right before we started the show. I didn't know it came in pink. Seriously, I kind of want a pink one. That's awesome. That's super dope.
Well, thank you for so naturally and genuinely bringing this up.
It's awesome.
You get it at Spread Shop. It's a unisex terry hoodie, so it actually I had to get a smaller size because I was used to women's sizes, and the hood actually is pretty tight. This is what I did last week.
That is tight. Like, that's tight.
Like, or no, what's his friend's name? Elliot. That's his name. So yeah, I've really enjoyed working with Spread Shop, and this video could be, kind of maybe sponsored by Spread Shop.
What? That would be sick.
No, I'm giving them love. But you can say it's sponsored.
Spread Shop is awesome, no doubt.
It is, and
that pink shirt would go really nice with like this pink light I have back here, or this pink light. I mean, it feels right. It feels absolutely right. There's a guy in the chat. I don't recognize the name. Near Mint something. He's upstairs editing. Philip wants to know, when does the Near Mint action figure line come out? That's a Kickstarter that I'm at. Wait till you see the Uncanny Omar and the Omni Dog.
I don't believe you.
The Build-A-Figure is just a giant Dr. Pepper can. It's just like one big Dr. Pepper can. That'd be amazing. Can you imagine right now? Can we get that Kickstarter going?
That would be really fun.
That would be the best action figure line of all time. And there would be 1,000,000 points of articulation. Can confirm. It would be so awesome.
So Omar could do the splits even though he can't in real life.
Exactly. Unlike me, who totally can. I mean, I would show you, but I don't want to embarrass anybody.
It'd be too hard to...
Yeah, let's go with that.
It'd be too hard to move the camera. With the suit on, action.
That would be awesome. That would be great. A suit.
Hey, Gabriel. Hey, guys. Okay. Let's talk about it. Right?
Stern Spider-Man. I love this run. I know you've heard me say it 1,000,000 times, but this is my favorite Spider-Man omnibus for sure. Oh, look, we both were missing our dust. That's how you know we read it, because the dust jacket is missing.
Look, pieces of paper ripped and thrown in there.
You're prepared.
I'm ready to go.
You're absolutely prepared.
And then you could tell that's the part I read. I didn't read all of it.
But you loved the part you read.
Yes. So, hey, do you want to review the first, 100 issues, and then I'll jump in?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
I'll tell you where I started, and why don't you talk about beforehand your good memories? I started with the appearance of Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Monica Rambeau.
Yes,
I was not expecting that. I'm going to be honest with you. I was totally not expecting that this was going to show up here.
Oh, okay. I think, so what is that? Issue 16.
Issue 16.
Wait, no, King Size Annual. Amazing Spider-Man. That's not issue 16.
What page would you like to school? I like that. So one of the things that I really liked about this,
okay, sorry. Go.
I was going to say this is a book that is kind of weird because it starts with not the Amazing Spider-Man. It starts with Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, because Stern got his start on that title before jumping over to the flagship title, Amazing. But it just, for me, it felt like super high quality out of the gate. I thought I just think Stern really understands who Peter Parker is. And this is such an interesting age. I don't know about you guys in the chat, and I'm not sure about you, but for me, when I grew up, I read Spider-Man, but by the time I got into Spider-Man in comics, he was already married to Mary Jane. Like, I didn't read pre-married Peter. So my first introduction with Spider-Man, which was life-changing for me, was The Amazing Spider-Man, the cartoon show from the 90s, the animated series. An amazing show, literally changed my life because it was the first animated series that I watched that like got me into all of comics. And in that, he was single. Obviously, like they didn't have a cartoon show for kids where he was married.
Can I tell you a random thing about the cartoon?
Yeah. Tell me.
So I was in middle school, and Saturday morning I'm watching the show, and it's the theme songs playing.
Yeah, it's so rocking.
Something's wrong. Like, I genuinely felt like something's wrong. So later, I'm like, my spider sense generally went off. My uncle runs into the house and says, your mom fell off the roof.
What?
Yeah, she's okay.
Oh my gosh, this is a roller coaster.
And he was like, where's a pillow? So I ran out there. She broke her wrist. She broke both wrists.
Oh, geez.
That's what happened. But she was helping them to reshingle the roof, and she was walking backwards on the point as she walked off. And that's how she fell off the roof. So she felt really stupid, but I knew something. I was like, oh. I'm so glad she's okay.
That's crazy. All for the intro. So that's like your first memory. Like you're tied to that memory for Spider-Man.
No, that's not my first memory, Spider-Man, but back to you.
That show totally changed my view on comic books and all that because I was at a young, impressionable age, and I always loved it because Peter was more relatable because he was single. But then I started reading comics, and obviously he was married by the time I got around to comics, like I said. And so going back to this time period was really special for me because the only other major time period I read was Ultimate Spider-Man, which is great, by the way. I totally agree, Justin. Totally agree.
No. I cried during JMS last night. Thank you very much.
Oh, no, it was, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. That was heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking. I do love Peter. I love Peter unmarried, but that was a hard read. But
go ahead.
It was super cool because I read Ultimate Spider-Man where Peter was in high school, and that was cool. But this is such a great time period because Peter's in college, and this is a time period that just wasn't really explored, at least for me, all that long in Spider-Man. So I really love this material. It feels closest to the animated series, and it really feels like the Spider-Man that I was first introduced to. Young, in college and grad school, a whole different set of characters, cast of characters he's friends with, just a lot going on. I absolutely loved it. But I agree, JMS, I'll never forgive JMS for Sins Past, first of all. I'll never forgive him for that storyline. That's the worst comic book I've ever read. But I was also really sad when they broke up the marriage. And that actually caused me to quit reading comics for about 6 years when I read that issue.
Wow.
I got out completely. I was very upset.
Man, that's it. It's such a shame. So yesterday, I skimmed/read Since Past and One More Day.
Oh, are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? Like, if we just need to have a cry right now, we can do it.
I'm going to be like, hey, guess what else I read? Because we're on this subject. Oh, man. It was tough. Yeah. But anyway, that's interesting that you said it kind of had the same, Stearns has the same tone as the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. The cartoon definitely more, I can't think of a better term than ADD. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bam, bam, bam,
yeah,
really fast. And this one has a better pace, right? Besides the fact you're reading, but yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, big fan of this. So we get some really good, there's a lot of good iconic storylines in here. One of the things that I like to do whenever I talk about books on my channel and review them is I usually just like to talk in general, like about the story and what I liked about it, and then the art, and then answer the question for me, was it compelling? Like, did it make me want to read another issue?
I'm going to steal it because you ghostwrited it and invented it, right?
Yeah, I have a trademark on the word compelling. Every time someone uses it, I get $1. It's
wow. YouTube doesn't give that much for Amazon, the affiliate links.
Oh gosh! But for me, yeah, because for me, like, I can spend a lot of time in my own head trying to rate and review, and okay, well, is this like an 8 or 8.75? And then it just gets all muddled. But for me, it's just helpful to break it down and say, okay, was it compelling? When I finished an issue, did it make me want to read the next issue? If yes, then this is a great book. Can recommend. If no, then maybe it wasn't for me. So, well,
see what I want to do. And Omar's like, people like numbers. But I think too hard about it. That's why I'm like 8.5. I don't know. Oh, brother. So I like your style. Well, do you have like a favorite story from?
Absolutely. There's a few really good stories in this book that stand out. There's a lot. I mean, the Hobgoblin stuff is iconic and great and will always, that will probably be the hallmark storylines from this book was the Hobgoblin stuff. But for me, my favorite issue in this whole thing was, well, I really liked the Juggernaut storyline where Peter has to fight the Juggernaut. Now, I won't say any spoilers because I don't want to ruin storylines for you guys. I want you to be able to enjoy them if you haven't read them for the first time, which is interesting. But there's a great Juggernaut storyline here. And I really like that one. But for me, the kid who collects Spiderman, and I know I've heard Omar talk about that before as well. Mm-hmm. It's just
I read that. That was
so good. That's a heart tug of a story. I mean, if you don't get emotional in that story, if you don't feel something in your heart, you're just dead. Like, you're dead inside, because that story is one of the most incredibly emotional stories for me in comics.
I already knew it was going to happen, so it wasn't as emotional for me. It made my top 10.
Oh, well, if you already knew it was going to happen, I could see that. Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
But it's probably my favorite in this. I also really liked all the Black Cat stuff. I'm a big fan of I mean, obviously, I like Mary Jane. Like I mentioned before, I was pretty upset when they got split up. It made me stop reading comics for 5 years. But I've always been a Black Cat kind of guy. Like, if Peter can get with Black Cat for a while, I'm a happy camper. And there was a really great Black Cat that she appears twice in this omnibus, and it was a great storyline with her. Big fan.
JMS wanted to write Black Cat. He was not being able to. More Black Cat.
That hurt. This is a great comment. Yeah, this is.
I remember what he said. Yeah. The Juggernaut issues were the issues that solidified my love of Spider-Man. I picked that up off the spinner racks as a kid. Oh, that's awesome.
I love it. And that storyline really has everything that makes Peter and Spider-Man special. Like he's fighting somebody who he really shouldn't be able to beat. The odds are stacked against him. It's so
I
good.
love Spider-Man. All right, well, I'll read it. In fact, I just found the page 612.
Boom. You'll like it. You'll like that one.
Say that, me screaming? Oh, no. Is that the lady that can tell the future? Oh, yeah, the spider lady. She was in the cartoon.
Yeah, Madam Web.
Yeah, that's her. Okay.
That was great, dude.
Origin story. What's that?
So, Trouble
is that Spider-Man?
Origin story. You should read it. You should read Trouble.
Well, you don't know.
You should read Trouble. I don't remember what Trouble is, but you should totally read it. Maybe he's talking about for you for the parts that you read.
Mm-hmm.
What did you feel? Because you're very English literate, as they say, as the kids say. How did you feel about the writing style? Because for me, a lot of times when I read older books, I don't connect with them as well. The older the book, usually the less I connect with the writing style. So, how did you feel when you read this book? Did you feel about the writing style?
Yes. Thank you. Look, my little piece of paper says dialogue. Oh my goodness. Apparently Trouble is right up there with Marvel. I don't know what that is either. All right. I was so impressed with his word choices. Like when Monica, is that her name? Captain Marvel? Sanctimonious, oh tyrant, is what she's thinking in her head, and then she's talking to the scientist dude. Oh, well, I didn't highlight the lines. I just put a bookmark. Well, that's a good example.
Yeah.
Sanctimonious, oh tyrant.
So good.
And so I'm wondering though, if I was a kid reading this, I think I may stick with it. I don't know, because I do appreciate language more as an adult.
Yeah, so, it's definitely one of those stories that for me, like I said, I don't really like a lot of older writing. I just read through the Moon Knight Omnibus and found it to be a little bit of a slog. But this was enough of modern style and enough of compelling material that for me personally, it didn't hold me back at all. I loved every bit of it. And that's a rarity for me in this era of writing outside of like Claremont or something like that. Look at that.
The action and the art, I love it. Her face and slamming into her elbow to him, and then the control panel. News Pooey channel, what did you say? As a youngster, I'd be like, to the dictionary. Really? I'd read Calvin and Hobbes, and I'd be like, what does this word mean? Because he uses big words, right?
Absolutely. But that's good for kids, right? That's good. I feel like that's good for kids. Yeah.
So watch Melanie highlight and annotate Omar's off. I did learn though. Somebody commented about how I turn the pages. I'm like, I didn't even think about it. So I'm turning the pages.
Oh my gosh, that would be
more nicer.
That would be so great. Yeah, the art was really wonderful. JR is actually one of he is my favorite Spider-Man artist. John Romita Jr. And he picks up later on here in the second half of the omnibus. He's the artist. In fact, I actually have the only page of original artwork I have. Oh, you want to see it? Oh, okay, sure, I'll get it. If you're gonna twist my arm about it, I guess I'll get it.
Yes, go.
Oh, yeah, I'm okay. Everything's fine. We lost the line.
And it's writing on your books.
You almost saw me do the splits there. That was it. That was the moment.
Okay.
So this
cover.
Oh, that cover's amazing. That Hobgoblin cover's amazing. So this is JR art. Let's see if I can get it without the glare here.
No, you got it.
But this was a page that my friends got me. Last year I got really sick, and it was a really tough time in life, and a lot of my friends came together and got me this page. Ryan Sace, Stanley, and other people, Jess, and some of my other friends came together and got me this page, and it was extremely meaningful to me.
Wow.
So his art has a very special place in my heart.
What issue is that from?
That is from an issue in 1999. I want to say it's 7 or 8. From once they rebooted Spider-Man with Amazing Spider-Man. Okay, it's 25. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember. It's issue 25. They did a reboot of Spider-Man in 98 or 99 and started back over. And it was very... It was not a time that was beloved by many fans, but because I grew up in that era of Spider-Man, that was like my comic era. Was really 98 to 2005 was where I really hit my stride as a Spider-Man fan. That issue is perfect for me.
That's really cool. I just want to show you. I think I also appreciate the simplistic colors, like just him being shadowed with red.
So cool.
I feel like perhaps I process it better.
Mm-hmm.
The colors are simpler.
A good color goes so far. Like if you have good inking and coloring and it's dynamic, it carries really far. I'm with you.
So as a kid, I think, I know. Besides Electro, my favorite villain was Electro's not my favorite. My favorite villain is Hobgoblin. This was really cool to read when he first appears in the mystery, right? Like,
so good.
Who is he? And
so good. So compelling.
Fakes you out with this other guy that he brainwashed to be like,
no.
That wasn't, he's dead. That wasn't me. I'm still here.
Some great action in this book. Like great action with the Hobgoblin. Here's some Hobgoblin art that I really like. The fights are super kinetic. Like you get a lot of...
I don't know that one panel.
Yeah, okay. Well, all right. Let's change it up. Sorry, guys. All right. Well, this channel's demonetized. Sorry about that.
Okay, I remember the black cat. Yeah. She's trying to help him.
Yeah.
I get confused on what Spider-Man stories and what book. Okay.
You've been reading it.
Yes, and at the end, she was like, "I was just trying to help," and he's like, "He got away." I really can relate to that. Because a lot of times I tell Omar, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do whatever it was that I did.
I love that. I love the Spider-Man Black Cat dynamic. Oh my! Do you highlight Taylor Brown's comment?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh, dude! Stop it! Stop it, Taylor! Stop it!
Maybe I'm the only person that's nice to you, and
you are the only. You're my only friend ever. All my other friends just come here and harass me.
My little review or overviews. They're little. Are you condescending? No, compared to like 20-minute Omar videos, they are little.
I mean, you're awesome, dude. That's so nice to get encouragement like that, though, don't you think?
Yes, thank you. And I tell you what, people wouldn't be mean to you if you didn't hold their figures hostage.
Well, it was one time. It was an accident. I mean,
where's your Spider-Man? It's not an accident. Where's the Spider-Man I sent you?
Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy.
Yeah, so see, you just, if you're nice to send people action figures.
This action figure's the best. Look at this, guys. Look at this figure she sent me.
You know anything about that? Does anybody in the chat know, like, what line or?
I have literally no clue, but I'm especially the face. Look at the face.
That neck.
It's so, the proportions.
It was an antique store, or not antique store. It was
I love it.
Antique toys, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. You would ask for something like nice, and I'm like, oh, you're getting this.
Yeah, I wish anyone in the chat knew who it was, but no one in the chat knows what this figure is.
Give it a second, dude. The internet, it's not magic like that. Yeah, Tommy, I know. I'm just giving you a hard time. And that's the Secret Wars lad. Well, baby, you didn't tell me now, did you? I can't near men if you won't communicate what's inside your head. Oh my goodness.
That's the greatest thing that he uses the word near. Do you even do it? Omar will text me and say, "Are you near minting?" All the time. He wants to know if I'm near minting.
We are getting a spread shop design of Do You Even Near Mint?
Oh, that's amazing. That's so great.
Do You Even Near Mint? And then it's a parody cereal box thing.
So awesome. That's a shirt that I can get behind.
Therapy, we can get ice cream afterwards like we did.
That sounds awesome, actually.
Oh, yeah, it was always ice cream afterwards.
We got, can you highlight? Yes, I love this guy's channel, and I can never say his name right. I'm going to give it my best shot. All right. Well, you say it. What do you think it is?
I thought it was Joaquin.
Joaquin?
How was it?
I always say Joaquin, but I know I'm wrong.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting some
It's such a good channel too.
Pronunciation in there. Maybe I don't know.
Daniel D knows what's up. Editing, right? Totally. I love that Omar's like, I gotta go edit, and then he's just typing in the chat the whole time. Unbelievable.
Hey, this is the first time that I've had the show, and he's typing. It's always the other way around. Like,
you're right.
Yeah, I'm at work or I'm upstairs drinking a beer and typing. Okay, so yes, I really liked that. Starting, exploring Peter Parker and Felicia's relationship in terms of like, oh, it's so exciting. I don't know who you really are, and but can we keep this up? And is there really a good base for it? Time, or is there really a good base?
I feel like my answer is different now than it would have been at his age. I feel like
well, that's the point of dating, right? You see, right. You could build a base with. That's right. Every guy I dated was crazy. Yeah. Omar was saying so.
You found it. You found your diamond in the rough.
But anyway, yeah, that was fun. Oh, and the issue where everybody's daydreaming, and she daydreams that that Spider-Man is Clark Gable.
Yeah,
some old person,
old actor.
Okay, yeah,
old actor. There's some real gems in this book.
What do you think of Vulture?
I really liked the Vulture storyline. Vulture's not really a villain that I feel has ever really frightened me or threatened me, because he's an old dude, so you don't really feel fear of the Vulture. But I really like the direction that Stern took him with being almost a little bit reformed until he was living at the assisted living place with Aunt May and Aunt May's boyfriend. I thought that was just really funny. It's just really funny to think about. And it reminded me actually a little bit of Spider-Man Homecoming, where you get Peter and the Vulture interacting in that movie outside of costume. It reminded me a little bit of a jump and a connection that they had. That was my favorite scene in that movie.
Vulture.
Ooh. Now he's a Vulture that was intimidating. That scene in the car.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Oh, dude.
Yes. Oh man.
Unbelievable.
Shoot, wait, back up. I read Zdarsky's Peter Parker, Volume 1, before I read this, right? And Vulture's in there. So it was really cool to go backwards and see what Zdarsky was building on.
Yeah.
And something else
That's
too.
Friendship, Zdarsky, right? That's your buddy. You and Chip. Y'all are pals.
I only read Volume 1, though. I didn't quite care for his Spider-Man.
Okay, that's fair. That's the only volume I've read. I want to go back and finish reading it. I read the first volume as well, but I haven't made it.
When him and JJJ.
Yeah, that was spectacular. Am I right? Yeah, nailed it.
Top 10. I thought he captured that. He nailed their relationship. Woo. So.
Yeah.
Zdarsky, if you're listening, I still love you.
Chip, we love you, buddy. That dude's a national treasure. I love that guy.
Did you say national or actual?
National actual treasure. He's both a national treasure and an actual treasure.
That That is a great idea. And then we can learn, Joachim, how to say your name.
That's right. We can do a live stream where you can tell us how to say your name, and I can feel shame.
And Omar will always be in control of the channel. Can't imagine what this channel would be without it. Well, it wouldn't be.
Yeah. Omar, I don't think the hobby would be what it is without Omar, which is the only nice thing I'll say about him, because he's not on the show. But if he was on the show, I wouldn't be able to say that.
Let's see. Here you go. I already said this.
Yeah.
I've got another little bookmark here that says dialogue. It is Hobgoblin, whoever he is, waking up.
Yep.
Why did I put dialogue? Shoot. Oh, dude, when he writes in the blue boxes.
Oh, yeah.
I love these.
So cool, right?
So this one doesn't seem particularly fascinating, so I don't know why I put that there. But anyway, when he would... Oh, okay, here's something. As the eerie figure streaks away on the jet glider, an entire wall of computer systems comes to life, monitoring the masked man's vital signs, recording nerve impulses and muscle contractions. Okay, that wasn't as good as I thought.
But his writing, seriously, like even hearing it out loud, it's good. Like it is classically good. It's not just like dumbed down kid story book writing like I feel like comics at that time had a stigma of. It's really higher level intellect reading. I mean, it's not going to like change your life or anything. Ryan's bird flu is scarier than the vulture.
I think how he had a vendetta and he came out of retirement to go fight that guy that was his arch nemesis. All right, I found narration better than pick standing leap Olympian. Okay. Well, dang nabbit, Melanie. Why didn't you put it in the right place? Where am I? Okay. Spider-Man is going after him. Good Lord, that was a standing leap, and it must have broken every Olympic record. I thought it was better in the picture. It's not as good out loud.
Show the picture. That's great.
No. I mean, the picture isn't anything to write home about. All right, your turn. Say something.
Oh boy, I found this issue, these set of issues. So let's talk about. Did you find it compelling? Like when you were reading them, did you want to read another one when you were done?
Yes.
Yeah, I found this. I mean, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. We talked about this before, but like Spider-Man is my favorite character. Doing a huge Spring of Spider-Man thing. Ooh, you seem like you found something exciting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I want to let you talk.
No, tell me.
It's not my 10th moment. Did I find my 10th moment, or did I write this down already?
Man, are you going to give us a little spoiler, a little sneak peek of your moments if you've got your 10?
I guess, I suppose so.
Yeah, give it to us.
When he's talking about how thick this glass is and how you couldn't even scratch it and the look on his face when he's yes.
So good.
Oh, that was cool.
So good. One of the Astonishing Melanie's top 10 moments.
He also did more detective work than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
He's going to the police. He's going around talking to people like a lot. I was like, oh.
You think you are Batman? Spider-Man?
What?
He must think he's Batman. Detective work.
So he's a 7 out of 10, right? Not a 6 out of 10. Megan Shrimser. Melanie, did you write the poetry based on Roger Stern's Spider-Man? I am not capable of doing that. But it would be cool to make a poem out of his lines.
That would be great. I'd like to make a freestyle rap out of it. That's what I'd like to do. Just freestyle.
Do it? For real?
That would be
Do
great.
it. Can you freestyle?
Oh, I could freestyle. Oh, yeah. I could freestyle.
Okay, freestyle about...
I mean, not well, but I can freestyle.
I enjoy what I read to of the Stern run, but my favorite still is Gary Conway. I don't know who those people are.
Gary Conway. What a guy. Ross Andrew.
You don't know who they are either.
I don't remember Ross Andrew. I don't remember Ross Andrew. I'm blanking hard.
Oh, tracing papers, and then I can put the notes on. Oh, but then the pencil line would be like dented into the page, right? Nah.
It's
Wait,
fine.
yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, I posted a TikTok last night. For those who don't know, I posted a TikTok, and I posted it, and I checked it. It had 0 views after an hour. So last night I was going to delete the app. I was like, TikTok's not for me. I don't know. I don't understand it. I've never watched a TikTok. I don't understand TikTok. I don't really get it at all, but I posted a video to it. So I went to delete the app last night. And I actually held my finger down on the app, and it was like, doing the hover thing where you can delete it. And then I thought, maybe I should just see if anybody watched it.
This isn't real. Really?
This is literally exactly what happened.
Life.
I posted one video. Okay, let me back up. I downloaded the app, and then trying to figure out how to post the video was like the first time I taught my grandpa about email. I've never been so angry in my life. I couldn't figure it out. I was so mad. I felt so old and stupid. So I finally posted it, checked it an hour, 0 views. That night I was getting ready to delete it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to look. And I opened it up, and before I went to bed, I had like 4,000 views last night before I went to bed, which is so dumb. Like, so dumb. It's one video. I didn't follow anybody. So it's up right now to 47,000 views right now. I don't understand. I don't understand TikTok. I got two videos out there.
How many years they're meant to get 43,000 views?
You can follow me on TikTok, apparently, at SSD Toys.
Yeah.
Ninja Toys. I don't know. It's pretty unbelievable. It's so confusing.
I mean, I've been thinking about starting a TikTok for Near Mint. Just, you got to keep thinking of how to grow, right? To get.
If you do, could you teach me about it and help me understand? Because I don't understand anything about it.
I made some with my daughter. Like, this was even before the idea. I was like, "What's TikTok?" I'll try it out last year.
He knows more than all of us combined.
No, I don't. So I've got ideas in my head, but it's just time.
Yeah.
In fact, I've got a briefcase, and Omar could put his comics in the briefcase and be like, "I got to go to work."
That'd be awesome. That's a great TikTok. That's a great talk, man. That's a great talk.
That's a great talk. It's just time. This reminded me of, hey, and seriously, congratulations. I think that's really cool.
Thank you. I'm confused more than anything. I'm still very confused.
Tina, TikTok Tina, she said that the algorithm thing is kind of like screwy on TikTok, and they'll reset it. And so maybe you got really lucky. All right. So this reminded me of Sandman, just the art style with, what is it? House of Horrors? What's it called? That Cain and Abel are from, House of Mystery. I don't know. It just reminded me of that. And I love that I can't. I love this. All right. So we got, the addition of the dialogue and then the additions of the faces popping up. Oh my gosh, this is hard.
The colors are really vibrant. I really like the colors on that.
Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool.
Yes, they did. I read some, but to be honest, then I stopped because I just want to make sure I finished.
I don't usually also read all the letters, but I do enjoy reading them from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Man, and hey, watch this. The I forgot an old video. What's this called? You said about the glue?
Oh yeah, the binding?
No, but what's this called? It's like the end page, and it's the part that's glued on the hardcover.
Oh yeah, the gray part that's glued on the hardcover end page. Yeah, that's the official term. Yeah. I'm with you. That's it.
It's pretty. Look at this paper. It's pretty.
That is pretty. That takes a keen eye to notice that. One that I do not have.
Oh no, there's tons of stuff I don't catch. And then I'm watching my own video. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I didn't say anything about it. So yes, I thought it was compelling. I'm really glad I gave it a try. At some point in my life, I will go back and read the stuff at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like how I said, some point in my life, in papers.
End papers. I kind of like the way you said it. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of prefer the way you said it. Glue.
That's not a term you can throw around when you're talking about comics, though, right? What'd I say? The paper glued on the hardcover.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
I did.
House of Secrets. Okay.
So do you feel like you're going to continue to read CERN Spider-Man, or do you think you're going to put it down for a little while? What's the next step?
Did you not listen? I already told you. I said, I think at some point in my life, I will go back and read it.
Yeah.
At some point. Because I'm like, oh, I've got another project in mind, right? And get distracted. But
what has been your favorite? Well, no, it's going to get in your top. I don't want to mess up your top 10, but what's been your favorite run of Spider-Man that you've read? Like overall, like what's been the most enjoyable stuff you've read?
Well, see, I always say JMS, and then I went back through those two omnibus.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I love the first omnibus, I love the stuff before Sins Past.
Better.
Yeah, the stuff before Sins Past.
Yes.
Really, I really loved. I didn't mind the other storylines, and
I'm not that much into the totem stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know why. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, they're stories. I'm just not into.
Just didn't tickle your fancy.
Spider God, and I can't even remember the term.
Yeah.
But I did forget that. Spoiler. You got a long time to turn this off because I can't remember his name. Eugene. What's the old dude's name that shows up at the beginning?
Ezekiel. Yeah, you were super close. You knew it was something.
I forgot that you shouldn't have trusted him. That was cool.
You highlight Hayden's comment.
You can't do it.
Hayden is just saying this to hurt my feelings.
Oh yeah, no, he complained about it earlier.
I don't believe you, Hayden. I know you're just trying to hurt my feelings, and congratulations, it's working. I hope you're happy because now my feelings are hurt. So there you go.
Lou, is there a way to like make you co-host or something so that you can highlight?
I don't think anyone wants that type of authority to be given to me on any scenario.
Oh, Gabriel's going to remove the dust jacket when you get your first omnibus. I do like the point that somebody wrote in the comments about like, be careful though, because if you get them stacked up, if they fall to the side, right, they're going to squish the dust jacket if you leave it there as your place marker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. But then again, it's an omnibus. Ours haven't fallen. Well, except for that new X-Men off the top of the shelf.
Yeah, I definitely can't imagine reading with a dust jacket on. Though I did do it when I first started reading omnibus. But now like I'm pretty OCD about that.
I would hurt it if I left it on. There was another little note in here. When I make videos, sometimes I leave my little piece of paper in because I don't know they're there. I'm like,
good idea. I like it.
But you know what? I saw Jess's video, for better or for worse. He had post-it notes galore.
He did. And I'm
like, if Jess does it, then maybe it's not unprofessional.
He's the Godfather.
Art. Oh, yeah.
Let's see it.
This is going to be in my video.
Let's see it.
When he's taking a shower?
Oh, come on. Look at that. Unbelievable. And they say She-Hulk got all the shots back then. Look at that.
I don't know. I like him leaning over the bathtub. That's going in my...
Oh, I bet it is.
Sexy panels. But no, this one's going to go in there too. Look at that tear. You see it, Peter? There we go. That's awesome. He's just
beautiful.
Crying.
Beautiful.
That was real. If that actually happened to a person in real life, that's horrible.
Oh, boy.
It's just so over the top dramatic in this context. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. Well, we use those two. Yeah, this was fun.
I'm so glad that we get to talk about this book. I love this book, and I think everybody should give it a shot. I think on par, it's my favorite Spider-Man omnibus out there. Though I do think Ultimate Spider-Man is really great. If you're a new reader, maybe you start with Ultimate Spider. Well, if you're looking for omnibus, I think this is the best of the bunch, though. I did make a video called "The Best Place to Start Reading Modern Spider-Man." If you're interested in reading Modern Spider-Man. So you guys go check that out on Super Squad D, where the D stands for dedication.
Yes.
Right?
Hey, you remembered. Yeah. How long ago did you make that?
Maybe a month ago, like the very beginning of Spring of Spider-Man.
Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're one of 10 people who watches my channel. So that's awesome. That it's so nice to meet someone who actually watches the videos.
How do you guys feel reading this and not getting a true ending for the Hobgoblin saga? Well, I haven't read it, so I don't know. I still don't know who Hobgoblin is.
Oh, that's awesome.
That way, because I have a horrible memory. I'm sure at one point in my life I knew.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It didn't bug me. It didn't bother me, but I could see why it would annoy people. I could see why the Hobgoblin storyline being stretched out as long as it was over so many years would annoy people. It didn't bother me particularly. I mean, I grew up in the era of who is Spider-Man? Is it Ben Reilly or is it Peter Parker? So, like, if I can live through that, I can live through anything. It's fine. It's fine.
That's what made me quit comics when I was a kid. I realized that.
I don't blame you.
Defining moment, but
yeah, I don't blame you.
So angry because I hate
pretty unhappy about that.
Clones.
Yeah, see, I love clones because I'm a terrible person. Hobgoblin, it was Agatha all along. Well, thank you for having me on the channel. I really appreciate it. This is great and a joy. I have to go pick up my daughter from her grandmother's house, where she has been playing today while I've been working. So,
how old is she again? Like three?
She's 6.
Oh, completely off. Okay, that's
old. She's
almost 2 or 3. I'll blame him.
Yeah, Omar, come on, man. No, she's 6 and she's a great kid, but it's always nice when she goes to grandma's house for the day to play. It's nice to get some.
Our children go a lot and they love it. We're spoiled.
Yeah.
Hobgoblin was your favorite. Awesome. I hear echo. That's weird.
Echo.
I hope it wasn't echo the whole time. All right. Well, on that note, I want to encourage you all to check out our spread shop. I want to encourage T-Bone to open his own spread shop because it's for free, right? You upload your designs for free and it's print on demand. So you don't have to
it's awesome.
You can order like one mug. And actually, if you order from yourself, then you don't have any profit to make. So you would just pay the base price. And you can be like, look, I've got whatever it is mug.
I got a custom SSD TikTok shirt.
Yes. It'd be the only one in existence. But it's a lot of fun to be like, hey, I've learned something, or I've got a mug that I made specifically, right? I think that's a lot of fun, like to have some ownership in it. So there's a link in the description below to our spread shop. Tyler will have his own spread shop up next month, and you can check his out.
That's not true.
And you should. It's fun. And you can wear it. You don't go in the office to do taxes, do you?
No.
No, it's from home.
Not anymore.
You can take a selfie doing taxes.
Click.
Super Squad D, where the D stands for. How can you add that in the spread shop?
Don't forget to file your taxes and order t-shirts from spread shop.
I'll think of it. Okay. Will you have fun with your little girl?
I will. Thanks for participating in Spring of Spider-Man. You're awesome.
Guys. This whole video's been echoed, seriously?
Oh, no.
Shoot.
Oh.
It's because it's mine and Omar's not here.
You know what? We'll just have to redo the whole thing tomorrow night. And that's about the only option I can see. We'll just redo the whole video tomorrow night.
And then Omar and Amanda can't talk. It's just going to throw everything off. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you. Do you want to do an explosion noise and then I'll say stay minty?
Yeah. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
La 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 la. Just warming up. La 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 la. Okay.